So, Big Sis, this is the story. They were married for over 30 years. One fine day, the man just left the house. He just went out like as normal, like he was going out to do his thing. No quarrel, no nothing. Meanwhile, they had 3 children. But the first child was 30 years old. The second child was about 20 something, I can't remember. And then the last one too was almost 20. So the husband went out of the house, and later in the evening, the man came back. Coming back with him was a very heavily pregnant woman and 2 children and luggage. So when they got into the house, Madame was thinking maybe it was maybe a friend or something. But immediately the man came into the house. He just told her to go inside, pack her things and leave the house. And the thing is, not just pack her things, pack only the things that belong to her. In fact, pack her clothes and leave the house. So she was wondering, what is happening? Where is all of this coming from? Why? What did she do? For what? Only for second wife, Madame, to now start shouting that she has come to stay in her husband's house. All these years she's tired of living outside the house. So she has come to stay in her husband's house. Husband said Madame should go inside and pack her things. There was no pleading that this woman didn't do. He refused. And funny enough, even the business that he had opened for the first wife, he asked this woman to drop the key. In fact, to drop everything and just pick her clothes, what belongs to her, and leave the house. It was like film. It was like serious film when this woman came and was telling them my popsy. The man is a retired military man. So we all stayed in Enugu together before. We now came to Jos, and then we met in Jos again. So it was very terrible. This woman had to leave, go back to her parents' house as an old woman like that. And then he kept the children with him. And the sad part of the story is that their first son is deaf and dumb. So the woman had to leave the house, and then the second woman just packed into the house. The business the man kept for her, he took everything. And this woman had no idea of this other woman. Her first child is almost age mates with their second child. That's to tell you for how long this man has been with this other woman he brought into the house. So obviously it meant that wherever they went, somehow he moved the woman to that vicinity. As a military man, now they have to move around. So that means he had been moving with the woman. But I think when the woman got this pregnant the third time, she refused. She just wanted, I must stay in my husband's house. That was how this woman got the shocker of her life. And she left the husband's house. But that was how she left the house, went back to her parents' house. Unfortunately, the woman died. The first wife got sick and died. And do you know that when this woman died, this man had the guts to come to the family to claim the body. Meanwhile, after this woman left, he had no business with her, nothing. This woman had to start from the scratch again. She could cook, so she just went, found a small restaurant, opened up with her small savings. Thank God he didn't confiscate that one. And she started small, like that, lived in her parents' house until she died. And this man went back and was crying and claiming. Then my parents went for her funeral, and he was there crying that people will not understand. Blah, blah, blah. That's the whole gist to Big Sister. We just hope that things will be better for us.